All right, everyone, welcome back. Octane here to do a little quick preview of this weekend's races at Atlanta Motor Speedway. This Saturday is the Freight 208 for the Truck Series and the Raptor King of Tough 250 for the Xfinity Series. On Sunday the 25th is the Ambetter 400 uh, for the Cup Series, Ambetter Health 400, that is, for the Cup Series. So let's go over these entry lists for the races. Let's get our racing reference and our JSkis sites queued up here. So we'll start with the Truck Series. Do we have an entry list? We do have an entry list. And looking at that entry list, most of the same drivers as there were in Daytona. Colby Howard's on the 1 truck instead of Tony Breidinger. The 7 truck for Spires to be announced. But looking at the truck list, I gotta say Corey Heim. He won there a couple years ago. I think Grant Enfinger is going to be strong. Nick Sanchez, I think you can't count him out. But these drafting tracks, provide a lot of underdog opportunities. So maybe a Lane Riggs or a Bailey Curry, Daniel Dye, Thad Moffitt. You don't know who's going to come out of this race, because again, these drafting tracks are so wild card. But if I was going to put money down, I would either go with Nick Sanchez to go 2 for 2 this year, or Corey Heim to have a second top 3 finish to start the Truck Series season. Let's go to our Xfinity Series race list here. Why do I have to agree to all these cookies? The Raptor King of Tough 200 entry list there pretty much mirrors the Daytona entry list. There's going to be a few different ones over here. And just names that pop off of the page here to me: Cole Custer, Sam Mayer, Justin Allgaier, AJ Allmendinger, Austin Hill. I mean, I really don't think I need to name any more drivers than those 5 as favorites, because they run good at all those tracks. I think Jesse Love might be an underdog, but I'm going to say before halfway through the season, Jesse Love's not going to be considered an underdog anymore. I think you're really going to start to see him shine. Sheldon Creed got second place finish at Daytona in his first race with Joe Gibbs. So is this going to be the fit? Kind of like, you remember when Joey Logano raced at Gibbs in the Cup Series and struggled and struggled and struggled. Then he went to Penske and boom, took off. Maybe this is that same type of chemistry where he just didn't mesh with the RCR corporate culture, and he'll fit right in with Joe Gibbs. So we'll just have to wait and see. John Hunter's in the 20 car again this weekend. So I'm not sure when Almirola is going to be dropping in that car. Again, we talked about Austin Hill. And if you want a couple of super underdogs, I'd say Jeremy Clements or Ryan Sieg, because those two always run good at the drafting tracks, and I could see them really, Ryan led there last year with a few laps to go, or a couple years ago with a few laps to go, and just got shuffled out. But I could see one of those two being like a long shot if you wanted to go that route. So let's go with the Cup Series. We talked about the title sponsor that we got wrong on the first try, the Ambetter Health 400. Let's find our entry list for that. And again, very near similar entry list as was up at Daytona. Only one non-chartered car, which is BJ McLeod, entered. All the other 36 cars are charters. Josh Williams is going to be in the 16 for Kaulig this week. But it looks like everybody else is in the same car as they were in at Daytona. Last year, Logano passed Keselowski on the last lap. And again, I think this track favors Keselowski, LaJoy, Elliott, Logano, maybe Bubba. Those are going to be 5 strong picks right there. Maybe an underdog, maybe like a Justin Haley. He ran good at Daytona. I think Zane Smith is somebody to kind of keep your eye out on. I think he's going to be quiet this year, but he's going to make a little noise when he needs to. I think it's going to be a weird race. Again, just looking at 37 drivers' names here and realizing, hey, 32 or 33 of these guys can win this weekend. It's hard to say this guy's a favorite and this guy's not. But I think Keselowski and Logano are safe bets to run up front and be up front. I think LaJoy, Elliott, Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, I think that's kind of your next group of drivers that's going to be, you know, contending for the wins. And again, dark horses, outside shots, Zane Smith, Justin Haley, maybe Todd Gilliland. Again, till we start getting to Vegas and Texas and Bristol and Martinsville, these drafting tracks are just kind of crazy, and you don't know what you're going to get. So that's kind of my thoughts and predictions for this weekend. Let me know who you think you've got for the races this weekend. And then, till then, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.